Welcome to the new moon in Aries reading. I'm Cassaspell. This is BB, and we've got 3 more cards for you today. And I had to wear this blue shirt today, and this color just I love it. I love that this keeps happening. So we've got the cornflower card that says stand up to the elements below it. We've got the cosmic egg card, which is the crown chakra, and the wheel of fortune card, and in this deck it's the star anise. And so really potent cards today, and I feel all of them. I mean, I always feel all of them, but I'm grateful to feel them again. So I want to start with the cornflower because they're these beautiful blue flowers that are somewhat prolific in terms of the fact that need they don't need a lot of special care for them to grow. They can really take off, though they don't really show up that often naturally. A lot of times they show up in people's gardens, and they're just this beautiful accent flower that doesn't need a whole lot but can really show out in this way of having these really beautiful blooms and stand up to the elements. And also it's blue, so it's giving us throat chakra, so it's all about how are we expressing our will, how are we utilizing our ability as humans to choose what it is that we want, to choose how we react to things. Obviously we don't always get what we want, but we always have a choice in how we react to whatever is happening in our lives. And we have opportunities now more than ever to find ways of help, getting the things that we need. We're more connected globally. We have more opportunity than ever before, at least in our conscious history, to really find what it is that we need, what it is that we connect to, and understand that there are differences all over the place. Everybody's got their own path. It's not our job to dictate other people's path. It is our job to understand how we can best move on our path while all of this other stuff is happening around us. How can we stand up to the elements? How can we allow ourselves to grow and flourish in whatever situation that we're in? Because a lot of times we can't control that. People can't control the situations that they're in, whether it doesn't matter. You can't control your life. Sometimes the universe is just rolling without us, and that's where this wheel card comes in. The wheel of fortune, it continues to turn no matter what. Sometimes things are good, sometimes things are bad, and we have to move accordingly. We don't really have a choice, and it's really beautifully illustrated in the symbolism of star anise, which is this really powerful, potent flavor. If you add just enough to your meal, like if you're using it as a spice, it can really benefit the flavors, tie things together, make it really wonderful. It's also utilized in things like Tamiflu, or like digestives. It can calm your stomach, it can help your respiratory system. And also, if you add too much to a dish, and I mean like even a little too much, it's all you'll taste. It's everything, and it'll be too much to handle, and then you're going to have to throw the whole dish away. And so that is life. Life is this thing that we can do our best to mitigate and to move through it in the best of our ability. And also, sometimes we can't control everything that happens. Sometimes we have to live with whatever is coming our way, and we have to live with what we were handed, and to do the best we can with what we have, and not worrying about what's going to happen tomorrow and how are we going to get through. I mean, obviously easier said than done when we're just trying to like survive in this world, or capitalism in general, or the United States government in general is just crumbling around us, and everybody's just reaching and grasping to keep control over everything. But we're really needing to learn to A, understand how to work within ourselves, and B, how to understand how to work with each other, especially since we've been cast separate, even more so. Like, powers that be would like us to stay separate, and we need to find ways to come together, and we need to find ways to support each other through our situations. And if we're talking about specifically something that calms the gut and the respiratory system is holding our grief, holding all of that we're processing emotionally, and our gut is holding our intuition and all that we're processing to keep our body moving so that we are getting the nutrients that we need and that we're moving the toxins out of us. So this particular plant has so much to give to us in terms of lessons, in terms of actual physical health. And we need to take these lessons and understand that we are rolling with the punches right now, and we're healing while we're still going through grief. We're holding two sides of things all at once, like understanding that we're all collectively grieving and we have to have time and space and grace for that. And also, we have to continue healing while we're going through all of the madness. And that brings us to the Cosmic Aid card, where we're really opening up to our healing. We're opening up to what it is in our location is springtime, and the rebirth, the growth, the openness to what spirit has for us, the messages that are coming to us, and how we're thinking about things, and how we're holding our relationship to spirit, and that being like our own spirit or our guides or whoever it is that is walking with us. We have endless possibilities, but nothing is promised to us. We have all of the opportunity to change the world, and if we stay focused on what's not working, how we can be lost in the negativity of everything and the grief of everything and the like gut wrenching, how are we going to survive all of this? We It's not going to help and benefit us to survive all of this if we are not able to be centered in ourselves, be understanding of everything that's going on, and how can we hold space for ourselves while we go through that, and how can we open to spirit so that it's not just us having to hold space for everything. Spirit, our guides, whatever it is that you want to call it, wants to help us, wants to help us succeed, wants us to be blessed, wants us to at least be able to handle our own emotional reaction so that we can get through the days, so that we can survive. Like, every one of us, every single person who's watching this video, who's not watching this video, has a purpose, has something to bring to this existence, not by their productivity, but just by them being who they are. Every single person has that. And it's our job to tap into that and to share it in whatever way that we can, and to really just believe in ourselves and believe in our connectivity and believe that we're not alone having to deal with everything by ourselves. We have support, and we have to, if we don't feel that we have it, we got to try. We got to do whatever we can to put ourselves out there, and to tap into ourselves and tap into our stores and our resources and our guides and all of these things that really want to help us through all of this. Like, all of these cards together are giving us the understanding that if we're still alive at this moment, and if we're not dying tomorrow that we don't know of, then we still have an opportunity to do something, to believe in ourselves, to believe that we're worthy of living, to believe that we have something to contribute just by being ourselves, to believe that we're worthy of love, to believe that we're connected. It's really, really important that we are able to roll with the punches, because the punches are going to keep coming. I don't see this getting, just because everybody's getting vaccinated and we're going to go back to normal. Probably not. You know, people are still getting murdered by the cops every fucking day. Like, there's normal doesn't exist anymore. We're still out here. People are still out here fighting for their lives. People are still in cages. We're still fighting wars around the world. We're still trying to control everything. It has to stop. And we're all doing our part by owning our reactions, gaining uh, emotional understanding of ourselves and how to move with our emotions more effectively so that we can contain our reactions and understand our reactions, and then hopefully heal through them so that future generations don't have to do that same intense healing work. Everything that we do reverberates, ripples through everything. So believe in yourself, believe in your healing, believe that you don't need anything special in order to do this healing. You just need to believe. You just need to do your best with what you have. Like, you can always MacGyver a solution, and probably a lot of people don't even know what MacGyver is, but anyways, figure it out. That's what MacGyver is. Figure it out. We can do it. I have to believe. I have to believe. Otherwise, what's the point of staying alive? Right? So, I will see you at that full moon.